Grow Your Business Facebook page, Facebook group, Twitch, Twitter, and the website. In fact, we're live everywhere. And in about 19 seconds, we shall magically appear on screen and we can start the broadcast. If you are watching live, thank you. Please do make comments and ask questions throughout the broadcast. And thank you for joining us. As we go, and the card goes, and the card has gone, and we're here. Good morning, Fraser.
Hiya, Stephen. How are you today, Squire?
I'm doing good. The sun may well come out today, which is something we're looking forward to. It's been decidedly wet in recent days. How about yourself?
It's absolutely glorious up here in sunny Scotland. I've even got on my shorts. So been outside watching the dolphins and the minke whales. So yeah, a really bonny day, as we say.
Yeah, just send the weather down here. Say good morning to Corinda, who's watching us on Facebook. And Corinda says hello. I'm just behind you might wonder what this is. Okay, I'm just going to bring it into screen. For Amazon Live, I had to get an iPad. I thought, well, I'd like to use the iPad for doing broadcasting. So I've got a stand. And this is said stand from Amazon.com, which we're talking about later. Okay, so put the stand to one side so you can't see it. It's not distracting you. Fraser, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to talk about LinkedIn marketing and how to generate $7,000 in 7 days. And we're about to share some examples of how to increase your views by 1,000%, increase engagement by 10,000%, and convert that engagement into revenue by some of what we cover in my book, Pipeline LinkedIn Marketing, and also our pipeline, our sales prospecting system that helps you to get the best possible return on investment from your time and activity on LinkedIn.
Brilliant. Okay, and we say good morning to Chris in Belgium. And Chris is saying hello, Stephen and Fraser. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the platform over to Fraser by hiding myself, going picture in picture. And I'm just going to make one slight change. Change the theme. And Fraser, it's over to you.
Okay, for those who are joining us for the first time, if you haven't yet connected with me on LinkedIn, please do. I'm founder of Grow Your Business Club, the Facebook group to help individuals automate, plan, execute, document, and get the best ROI from their marketing online. Author of 21 books on Amazon. So please, if you've not yet connected with me yet on LinkedIn, by all means do, and I'll put up details of the club in just a moment as well. And for me, sometimes the bad things in life put us directly in the direction of the best things that will ever happen to us. And COVID has helped many of us to revisit our business model, our processes, our workflow, and how we actually do business online. And today we want to focus specifically on LinkedIn and how you can get the best return from your time. For many people, since COVID, have gotten lethargic, laid back. They've almost abdicated responsibility for the marketing. But hopefully with some of the examples I'm going to be sharing today and explaining those, it might help you to get pumped up and back on fire, on point, and on form with your LinkedIn marketing. So here's an example, day 0. It was Monday the 4th. I'd just done a little post and I only had 49 clicks. And I thought, how can I improve on that? How can I actually start getting my numbers up? What was I going to do? So I began to think, right, well, I've looked at the stats. I'm going to go into my status update. Am I going to write a post? Am I going to write an article? What are the different channels that you can use on LinkedIn? And in addition to your status update, you can join groups. There are many different things which we can do. But first and foremost, I wanted to focus on getting more people to view my content. So I thought I would create a new post. And with that new post, I told them of a webinar that we had coming up. And lo and behold, 465 views. So from 49 to 465, brilliant. And we're testing images. We included some social proof in the cover image for that webinar with the number of connection requests that we had as well. So beginning to test a few things. One was a webinar, and two was incorporating an image into the post. And then I then thought, well, what else can we do? So here I had someone in my network who was offering a book on Amazon. So I shared their book that was coming up as a free promotion on Amazon, and the views jumped up to 781 because it was of interest. It was something of value. It was free. It wasn't just about me. It was about people in my network. And then I thought, right, okay, let's start getting a little bit more strategic. And here I posted a post in working with a chap, the eBay guy, and how he generated 18,000 clients online. And that was a little testimonial from him to myself. And with thanks to George, he was grateful for how we got him more exposure on eBay. We got his 2 books, which he wrote, and working on a 3rd one all about eBay. And that little post went up to 1,000 views. So from 40, just 3 days ago, a little bit of lateral thinking, testing different things, some social proof images, and here a testimonial from somebody that had helped. Interesting times, but I wanted more. So what was I going to do? And there was a little bit more on what George expanded on, and how we used some of the tools and resources that we offer in our Grow Your Business Club, our Facebook group, and how we can help individuals to plan, document, execute, and automate their marketing. Now, at 1,059 views on day 3, I thought, right, okay, how are we going to start making things really beginning to happen? And we need to think what starts people wanting to engage with you. And your marketing approach, whether it's Facebook, whether it's LinkedIn, needs to be a 3-prong attack. It needs to be what I call IPR: interactive, proactive, and responsive. Proactive when you're actually doing something each day, actually working your plan. And we do have our LinkedIn planner, our 1-page dashboard to help you stay focused, so you know what KPIs you're counting, monitoring, and measuring, what channels you're going to be focused on LinkedIn, and also how you're going to spend your time during the day. And think about all the different triggers that can get people to interact with you and for you to be proactive. You might want to write an article, you might want to write a post, you might want to share that post in one of the groups that you're a member of. You can be a member of up to 50 groups. And by looking at the search facility at the top, typing in a keyword that's relevant to your industry, sector, or niche, and then selecting groups, you'll get a list of all the groups that are relevant to you. But don't just think about your peers and your competitors and the groups that they belong to. Think about the groups that your prospects belong to, and give thought to actually joining those groups. And think about the interaction. If somebody's got changed an appointment, if somebody's got a new job, for example, or if they've got a birthday or a work anniversary coming up, just give them a quick little like or a little comment onto their post. And don't forget to like, comment, and share other people in your network. Now, what I want you to think about is it starts by increasing the views in your post. You also want to think about the engagement and getting the likes and the comments. And more importantly, you want people to get in touch. Likes and comments are vanity, profit is sanity. So you want them to get in touch. And quite often, your target audience are not the ones who are going to be interacting on your post, because of the content and what you're saying in your post is going to encourage them to get in touch via your profile. And think about how when you start increasing the views to your posts, and how you can share your posts on a wider. Now here we've now jumped up to 40,000 views by asking a question. And you can go in, you can look at your posts, you can click the little graph below your post, and you can see 3 interesting pieces of insight. You can see whereabouts in the country people are coming from and their location. You can see their job title, and you can also see the companies that they're working for. Getting this vital insight and data can help you to create a persona, a prospect profile, where you can then work out the job title, the location, and the companies that people are in that are viewing your content, and you can then type that into the search facility to help you target as part of your direct outreach strategy. And then what if you thought, well, how can I increase that and start getting that out into the groups? Now, being a member of up to 50 groups, you can, and I would recommend you join groups with over 500,000 members. I would think about joining groups between 100,000 and 500,000 members, and also some smaller groups. And click the 3 dots at the top of your post and copy the link and share it into each of your groups. And very quickly, you start getting the comments from people. And imagine getting 20 comments in one post in one group. And the more groups that you're a member of, the more comments you'll get. And LinkedIn has a little algorithm whereby when you put your content up, whether it's a post, whether it's a video, whether it's a document, onto your feed, LinkedIn tends to look to see and appoint 1 point for a like, 2 points for a comment, and 3 points for a share. And if you can get over 21 points in an hour, very quickly, LinkedIn starts sharing your content around the platform. But imagine if you could get 30 or 50 comments and in each of your groups. And in that one post there was over 70 comments in that one group post, which was copied in from my original post on my newsfeed. So when you put your content up into your newsfeed, think about hashtags. Do some research. You can get a Chrome extension to help you with your LinkedIn hashtag research. Also, when you start including hashtags in your post, go for 3, maybe 4, but ideally 3 targeted hashtags. And you can also choose to tag either people in your network or influencers that you may know that you are connected with, because their name will show up in their feed and your post to draw more people in. So upload your content, make it engaging, and include some social proof. Change it, whether it's text, whether it's a video, whether it's a document. Think about including hashtags and also tagging people. More importantly, from that 40 now up to over 40,000 views and with 70 comments in just one group, think how you can take that content and do a little bit more as well. For example, you could click the 3 dots and you could copy the URL of your post onto pingler.com. You could also put it onto Facebook and some of your other networks and platforms that you're a member of. And can articles on LinkedIn help you raise your profile as well? Well, the short answer is yes, because I'd like to show you about one of the articles that I did. They got over 250,000 views in 24 hours. And it's now had over 270,000 views. And the direct link for the article is there, and I can put it in the chat afterwards if you want. In fact, the live link is there. So post content onto your feed. Share that content by clicking on the 3 dots of your post and sharing it into your groups. Make sure that you're targeting the groups that you're joining. You can get up to 50, and make sure that your content's relevant as well. It can be humorous, it can be funny, it can be informative. You include some social proof. And in this article, I went on to explain, excuse me, how my profile wasn't getting the conversions that I wanted, because what happens and what you want to happen is, yes, people might look at your content that you're posting, but out of curiosity, they'll want to find out more about you. And if they come to your profile, you want your profile to be as informative, educational, and you want it to qualify individuals and encourage them to get in contact with you as well. Now, I've got a client, Zellerentus Scott, who gave me another testimonial who went from $0 to $500,000 in sales. Can I help you achieve that? Maybe, maybe not. But no, if you're not going to start being proactive, you need to be proactive. You need to be interactive. You need to be responsive with your LinkedIn marketing. You need to start making subtle changes. And if you've written a book, here's another example where I got one of my books to #1 on Amazon. So I shared that on my feed, and the book was able to get to #1 in both the UK and the US. And I've now got 21 books in Amazon, one of which is Pipeline, all about LinkedIn marketing. And if you'd like a free copy of my book, Pipeline, then by all means get in touch with me via my profile on LinkedIn. And if I can help you to raise your profile, increase your visibility, your engagement, in addition to helping you to plan, document, execute, and automate your marketing, then I'm more than happy to help and assist. And don't forget, we have our Facebook group, Grow Your Business Club. And it's all about marketing, automation, strategy, tactics, and advice to help you to start raising awareness of you, your brand, your products, services online, including video, live video, streaming video. Think about how you can incorporate video into your webinars and link your webinars from LinkedIn out to your website, your sign-up pages, etc. And we've got another free webinar, which if you get in touch via my LinkedIn profile, I think you'll absolutely love. Stephen, back to you with some of the things that we're doing elsewhere with video online and some of the exciting developments with video, live video, Be Live, and some of the tools that you've been using in the last week or so.
I'm back.
Yay!
I'm back. I'll take Fraser's presentation off. Great presentation, Fraser. And I'm just going to change theme a moment. There we go. And we're back to where we should be. Right. Okay. Now, I know that last week Fraser became an Amazon influencer, and it is an arena in which you can actually get an audience. For example, today, later today, at 7 p.m. in the UK, I'm live with Country Walking with Stephen. So the topic of the show, which goes out on Amazon Live, is country walking. Now, every weekend, Angelica and I go out with the mobile phone and the gimbal, and we record where we are, and we give a guided tour. And this week is a special guided tour because it's close to home to me. It is basically Cairnhill Locks, which is the longest locks in England. In fact, quite probably the longest locks in the world. Series of 27 locks. We're going to go down the locks in what was a live video on Saturday, which I think Chris saw. And it was wet. It was wetter than wet. It was pouring down. So if you want to see me get wet, join me on Amazon Live at 2 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. in the UK. Now, I work on Eastern time because Amazon.com obviously is in America, and all my show cards are actually set up for Eastern time. The thing about Amazon Live is that you're actually in front of an audience who have not heard of you before. And the way that it works is that there is an Amazon Live page on Amazon.com, and you can see upcoming shows, you can see shows which are live, and you can learn as well as surfing. And as you're live, underneath you is a carousel of products that you've chosen from Amazon.com. And you're free to choose anything you want that's there, they don't mind. And you talk about some of the items that are in your carousel during the course of the program that you do. And I've learned 1 or 2 lessons. And my first lesson is I played a video last night. I forgot to unmute myself, and Amazon said, it's pretty quiet around here. We're going to stop your broadcast. So that was lesson 1. always unmute yourself when you play the video, because if you don't, Amazon says, well, no, that's enough. We can't have silence. And then the second thing was, of course, if we're going live on Facebook and YouTube, Twitter and Twitch, if something goes wrong with the broadcast, we quite simply down tools and start again. You can't do that on Amazon, because if you just go live on spec on Amazon, then nobody watches you. Okay, what you have to do is to schedule the show in advance. So my best advice, if something does go wrong on Amazon, is to schedule the show for an hour later, and then you'll get an audience. Now, in terms of the live audience on Amazon, in my first month, I had 8,000 views of my broadcasts. And in the last 4 shows, I've had 8,000 views in 4 shows. So the audience is there. We're talking, my maximum audience so far has been 4,800 people actually watching the live broadcast. You can't get that anywhere else. You can't get it on Facebook. You can't get it on YouTube. Our reach on Facebook and YouTube has been reducing steadily over the months. And that's as Facebook try to wean us off looking at the views for any particular broadcast. So your live audience is actually now on Amazon. It's an opportunity to sell not only the goods that you have on Amazon, like your books, for example, Fraser, but it's also an opportunity to sell friends' books as well, and to promote any interest that you have. Now, my interests obviously are Lights, Camera, Action, which is my Monday show, all about live video. Tuesday is a tour of England with English Heritage and the National Trust. Wednesday is country walking, that's today. And tomorrow is all about broadcasting to your website. And that will be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. So Amazon Live is definitely the place to be. It's simple and straightforward. You can either go live direct from your iPhone or your iPad, or you can go live using your desktop system. And I'm going to document exactly how to do it today. I go live as we are today. I go live from Be Live. And it's a simple and straightforward thing to set up. You just need 2 pieces of information from Amazon, which you key into Be Live, job done. And when you go live, you actually go live on Amazon. You can go live on YouTube and Periscope at the same time. It's up to you. But it is simple and straightforward to do. Now, how do you qualify to be an influencer? And how do you get an Amazon Live? To be an Amazon influencer is in your hands. If you have a good reputation and a good following on LinkedIn or on Facebook or on Twitch or on Twitter, then you may well qualify to be an Amazon influencer. It means you've got to be active on at least one site, and as Fraser said earlier, you've got to be interactive as well. It's not broadcasting. You've actually got to be networking, as we call it. And then you apply to Amazon, and they will say whether you're an influencer or not. It's their decision. There are no criteria given. You just apply, and if you get it, you've got it. And if you don't get it, you wait a month and apply again. So you need a solid representation of one of the social media platforms. Once you've got that, then you can download the iPhone app, which everybody's got to do because everything works from iPhone. You download the app to your iPhone, and then you've got the opportunity to actually create a broadcast. Now, when you create a broadcast, you need an image, you need a title, you need a date and time. That's it. 3 pieces of information: image, title, date, and time. That then shows, and I'm going to show you one I made earlier. I'm going to hide Fraser for a moment. Excuse me, Fraser. And I'm going to show you one. I'm going to share screen. And there we are. And I'm sharing screen. I'm going to go hide that. I'm going to go picture in picture. So I need to go like that. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. That did not work perfectly. That's the wrong one. Just a moment. Let's hide that. Let's go over here. Okay. I've got the right one this time. So I'm going to go picture in picture. This is the live, which is actually going live later today. Basically, you've got your own page on Amazon, and you've also got the video page as well. And if I scroll down, you'll see that underneath it's got my carousel with the items that I use. It's got the own gimbal, it's got the Fitbit. Okay, and if I press the Fitbit, it takes me off to actually the page itself. And this is what happens when you're broadcasting, that you're actually telling stories. I mean, live video is about telling stories. And once you're telling the story, you talk about the items in the carousel and people click the link and go off and buy it. If they buy, then you get commission. That's how it works. And we can see who's live now. We can see special shows. Off to College is a series of shows for American students going off to college. You can follow people. And if you follow people, you can actually watch their broadcasts. You've got featured creators, and you have here fashion and beauty, top live streams, Amazon Live, and upcoming shows. And if you schedule your show, then eventually you will actually feature in upcoming shows. I'm sure I do feature somewhere. There you are. I'm featured in upcoming shows, so that people actually looking through this list of shows today can actually see that I'm going to be live and then make a note to actually come and watch me. As far as a live broadcast is concerned, it's just going live as you would do normally, telling our stories, and it's great fun. I mean, I do look forward to the Amazon shows have now become one of the focuses of my week, and I do the preparation. And tonight I'm playing a video, which I may have mentioned, which is all about the walk along the Cairnhill Locks. So I'm going to stop screen sharing and I'll be back to myself and Fraser.
And don't forget, guys, a video is not just the live video. You can have evergreen videos on your website. You can upload them to the About section on your LinkedIn profile and other platforms. Think how you can incorporate video in webinars, your live social networking in real time using other real-time products such as Zoom, StreamYard, and the like, where you can actually connect with people and answer their questions. So Stephen says you're not always just broadcasting. And what we have in our group, Grow Your Business Club, on Facebook is we have live sessions to encourage the members to ask questions, get direct answers. And remember, video itself is only one channel, one tactic that you can use to get your message out. Whether you've written a book, created a video, written a blog, an article, your social networking, if you're document sharing your content in other places online. And that's what we do to help you plan, document, execute, and automate an integrated marketing strategy. I hope you've enjoyed this session today. Any questions about anything to do with LinkedIn, and to get your free copy of my book, Pipeline, by all means, get in touch via my LinkedIn profile. Stephen, back to you, Squire.
Final reminder, you can catch me live on Amazon Live. I'm live Monday through Friday. I'm quite enjoying myself. If you need any help with live video, then do get in touch. And live video accounts for 80% of the traffic. So let's see how it goes. Take care, and we'll see you all again soon. Goodbye for now.
Bye, guys.